In today's episode of Smorgasbord Crafting, we're making some fun DIYs, but we're also making some that you can use for multiple seasons. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney. If you love all things budget-friendly home decor, DIYs, tips, tricks, hacks, CRICUT tutorials, you are in the right place. Today's video is exactly what I said. It's a smorgasbord of DIYs. There's some home decor pieces, there's some gift ideas, there's some pieces that with just a few tweaks you can use for multiple seasons. So enough of my yapping, let's get crafting. The crafting starts now. For this DIY, I started off with one of these solar lanterns from the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I needed to break it down. So to do that, I popped off the lid, and I needed to get the glass pieces out, and I realized that there were these little screws holding them in, so it was really easy to do. I just unscrewed each screw at the corners, and then there were these little white bars in there kind of holding the glass in place. I took those out. The sides of the lantern gave off lattice vibes, and so I knew I wanted to put transfers on the glass. I started with this sheet. This is the gold transfers. They're from Dollar Tree, and I thought, oh man, I wish I'd picked up 4 because they fit perfectly. I could have done 4 of these on all sides, and I bet that would have been gorgeous, but I didn't have enough of those, and I absolutely love Essential Stencils transfers, so I grabbed the ones that I had that were flowery and butterflies and all that good stuff. Opted to do the pink ones, so I applied those to the glass. I made sure my glass was super clean just by rubbing it down with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and then I applied my transfers. And here is what we have once I've gotten those transfers applied. Now, of course, you know me, can't leave well enough alone. So I sat there and stared at it for a while. I was like, should I add some gold butterflies? And then I was like, Courtney, step away. So then it was just a matter of reassembling the lantern. Now, when you put the glass pieces back into this lantern, there are little kind of plastic slots to get them put into the lantern. So just make sure you do that. And then it's really easy just to snap those little pieces, screw them on to the corner, pop the lid on, set it out in the sun, let it get charged up, and then this is really pretty during the day, but it's also very pretty at night. So this is what it looks like during the daytime. Again, I just absolutely love the sides of this. The lattice vibe it gives off with the flowers, I think pairs really nicely. And I wanted to quickly show you just from my back door what it looks like, because every time I step outside my back door, a bright old motion light comes on. So this is what it looks like from my back door. As you can see, it puts off a good amount of light for a solar light. I absolutely love how this turned out.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained.
We're starting off with this piece that came from Goodwill for $2.99. When I saw it, I knew I could transform it into something I could use in my son's makeover. Room makeover, I should say. But when I saw it, I really did like the rustic vibe, and I thought, okay, it's got these silver plates, and so I thought I could go with the silver, but I just wasn't digging it, and so I decided that I wanted to go ahead and take those off and do them black. So I just stuck the screws in some foam board and spray painted the little plates black. So here is where things started going sideways. So I grabbed my drill and a drill bit, and I started to drill some holes in these little metal Dollar Tree pin holders, okay? So on the first one, as you can tell in that little wooden piece, there were already some holes there, so I'm guessing this was some sort of candle thingamabobber, I don't know. And so that was great. Those were kind of pre-drilled. So I drilled into the first one fine, and I put the screw in. The screw I used was too long. It poked out from the bottom, so I needed to get shorter screws. And I also, the wood was kind of frail, and so it started to shred and made the hole huge. So what I ended up doing was, when I screwed the screw into it, I put some hot glue in that hole to kind of grab the screw. Second one I drilled, no issues. The third one I drilled, and this is what happened. And then in the middle of this one, here we go. Whoa, hold still. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, son of a... So what I did here was I ended up snapping my drill bit. Yeah, a piece of it still in my drill and the other part just snapped off. I also smashed my finger that I sliced open with the butcher knife that has nerve damage on the side of the cup. So let's just say it took me a little while to recover from that. But the last step here, really easy. I just screwed these in. I probably could have just glued these down if I really wanted to, but for some reason I was just feeling like I wanted to use power tools on this. And then I just needed to screw the little metal plates that I spray painted down, and then it was ready to be filled up with some pins and displayed on my son's desk.
For second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath.
Now this DIY, again, I picked this up from the thrift store for $2.99, but they do sell these little ceramic berry containers on Amazon. I will link everything in today's video down below in the description box. This is going to be a great decor piece just for you, or even as a great gift idea. So I wanted to keep this kind of simple, and you guys know I love to wood burn. So I went into the CRICUT design space and I picked out 3 different designs, and I started to weed the one that I really wanted to use, but after looking at it, the wood burning, I was afraid there were like tiny letters and little spaces, and I just felt like the design wasn't going to work very well. So I ended up really liking this kind of strawberries on a vine. And y'all, if you don't have a weeding tool like this one, it is like this super sharp, tiny little point, and it's springy. So when you have those little itty bitty teeny pieces to get, you just jab it with this and it pops right out. If you don't have one of these, definitely check it out. I will try to link one in the description box that's similar to this one because it is a game changer. So once I got my stencil nice and applied, I was ready to do the torch paste. So I applied the torch paste, made sure it was a nice thin layer, let it sit for about 3 minutes, and then I used my high heat gun. Now remember, the crafting heat guns, the smaller ones, the ones that you probably see me use, I also have a smaller Wagner one. Those will not get hot enough. You do need the mumbo jumbo heavy duty big one to get this done. And you just want to continuously move the heat around so that you don't get super dark spots while you're wood burning. This is a great little piece to display in the summertime in your kitchen, but you definitely could give it as a gift just by throwing some fresh fruit like strawberries and blueberries in the little basket.
Waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa.
As I've mentioned in the past, I am on a slow and steady health journey, and I've made several changes, and one thing I'm ready to do is up my fiber in my daily life to help with my overall wellness. So when I found out that Bellway wanted to partner with me and that I could buy it at Target, because let's be honest, who doesn't love to go to Target, I was super pumped to check it out. I found a variety of their products at Target, their fruit plus fiber and fiber plus collagen products. Now, Bellway is a super fiber called psyllium husk. So what does that do? Well, Bellway helps keep your gut healthy, which is so important because without that, it can totally affect your whole body, especially your digestive system, your weight, your immune system, heart, your brain, hair, skin, and nails. I've been using the raspberry lemon and the strawberry lemonade, which both of them taste amazing over ice. I usually mix about 1 to 2 scoops in my water every afternoon and definitely have noticed a difference. I love that Bellway is organic, it's vegan, keto, and guess what? Contains 0 sugar, and it's flavored with real fruit. Bellway has been kind enough to give me a coupon code for 25% off your first order, so just click the link in the description box and use code CREATIVE25 to apply the discount. Now back to the crafting. Next up is this little mirrored display riser that, again, I picked up from Goodwill, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with this. So the first thing I did was wipe it down really good, and then I took it outside and spray painted it white. I also picked up this little pack. It was a 6-pack of votive candle holders that was $1.99 from the thrift store. And I thought I was going to be able to place all 6 across the middle of this, but they didn't fit. So I decided I was just going to use 5. And then for this piece, I thought, you know what, if I don't make this super permanent, I can use it with the seasons. And so ultimately the idea here is that I can add whatever florals I want to. I can add any kind of embellishment to it. I can move these little candle things around, maybe use less, maybe use more. So I didn't secure the little votive holders down to this, but for now I'm just adding some pink flowers. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to add some fairy lights to the underneath side of this. Not sure that it really adds a bunch of ambiance vibey type things to this piece, but I thought, you know what, the little extra bit of light coming through is going to look really nice at night. And like I said, you could use this for so many different seasons just by making a little riser like like this. If you can't find one, you certainly could make one very easily out of Dollar Tree supplies and use it for all the seasons.
If I love you harder than I've ever done before, oh, maybe I belong somewhere above the water. My lungs are tired from running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong if I love a little harder.
Now here's a little DIY you can do if you find an ugly container. I'm not saying this is ugly, I'm just saying I don't really like buffalo, check. Now with the container, I want to be able to use it all year long, but I want it to obviously change with the seasons, holidays, what have you. So I have a family birthday coming up, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to wrap the outside of this with some birthday scrapbook paper or balloons, I guess. Or birthday, I don't know. It came in a big 5 seasons pack from Hobby Lobby. You could use wrapping paper as well. You could use fabric. This just goes to show, even if you see or find an ugly container, this may be pretty to some, you can use it all year long just by changing the outside of it. So for the birthday, I thought, okay, it'd be fun. I'll fill it up with candy, and then I can change it out, do some patriotic for the summertime. I can do fall, I can do Christmas, and it's just something that I can use all year long that just goes with all the seasons. So keep your eye out for a container that you can just make over with each little holiday, season, or special occasion that pops up.
Running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong if I love a little harder.
There you have it, another round of DIYs. Let me know which one of these was your favorite. Also, let me know what is a piece that you've picked up that you've been able to use for multiple seasons, maybe just by tweaking it. I would love to hear of more multi-seasonal pieces. And stay tuned for a really fun interactive guide that I've been working on for about a month and a half now. It's going to help you out with summer and travel that you might be doing coming up. I can't wait to share it, so just keep your eyes open for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Here are some videos you might want to check out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
If I love